Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is another episode of Behind the Enthusiast. Today's episode, I am going to be crossing my fingers as I try to start the race bike for the first time in over a year. So, as you guys can see, I have the bike buried at the moment, so I'm going to be digging it out right now in all of its glory. Yes, I have a mustache sticker on my fender. So that's my racing logo. Just for anyone who's wondering why that is there, because I do have a curly mustache. So I'm gonna pull this out. I'm going to be putting gas in it and just checking everything over, make sure it runs, probably ride around a little bit, change out the fluids, and get her prepared for the season, which is literally right on top of me. I am totally not prepared, unfortunately, so I'm behind the eight ball once again. But you know what? I love working under pressure. I get things done, and so let's get this ready. Alright guys, so I kind of got a little carried away. Started taking off number plates, the rad shroud, and the vents. So I got a little carried away. So I can actually look at the filter, which is super dirty, which I really should be cleaning. And basically, I just needed two sizes of the sockets here. So I was using 8 and a 10. So the 10 basically I just used for the back bolt here for the number plate. The 8s I used for all of the rad components, all those screws and bolts. And yeah, bike looks a little naked right now, so everything's completely stripped off, so you guys can see the overflow tank there as well. It's probably gonna be a little bit dark, but got all those components down there. So I'm gonna finish taking all these things off just because I want to have a look at everything. As I have the entire bike torn apart, I might as well give you guys a little bit of a lesson here. So I turn the handlebars to the far right so that I get a little bit more clearance here. As you guys can see, number plate is temporarily back on. I gotta leave that top screw open for the seat to go back on. Now, these pieces, they literally just slide in to the holes there. You can see at the bottom and the top. They slide right in. They're just pressure fitted. You guys can see, you kind of just push them in, and that more or less locks those in place. There's a bolt that's got to go in there, another one over here, and then you've got 2 on the gas tank as well. And again, those are 8mm. Very easy to take a lot of this stuff apart, put it back together. It takes like 10-20 minutes to just like strip all this stuff off and go back and forth. So I'm almost done putting everything back on after inspecting everything. There's a lot of dirt. Clearly I didn't wash it after the the last race of the season. So I'm gonna keep finishing this and finally get to putting some gas in the tank. Gas, funnel, tank. You know what's next. Fuel on, choke on, and now we kick. Wow. So, that was a lot of work. But she runs. So, as you guys could both see and hear, my flat track bike does run. By the way, it is a 2004 Honda CRF 450R, which has been converted over to flat track. I will try to do a more in-depth introduction video for you guys on that bike, make it cool, do some, some really nice dynamic shots of me on the bike. It did start to rain, so I just quickly rode the bike just to make sure it got into second gear at least, just to make sure it was running right. It stalled out on me once, but I think I just wasn't giving enough gas, let the clutch out a little bit too quick. But overall, she seems to be running really well. There's a little bit of clacking and there's a lot of heat, but normally I'm wearing gear, so maybe it's because I'm in shorts. I just feel the heat a little bit more and the clacking. I'll figure out after I do an oil change whether or not that's anything serious. I highly doubt it is. The bike's been sitting for a while, so I mean, it's not like I was in some serious crash where the thing went end over end and there's a reason for it to be, in a bad state. So yeah, that is it for me today, guys, in this video. Gonna go and get some food, and tomorrow I'm gonna be back out with the bike, probably make another video for you guys on me doing my little test and tune, just to make sure that things are ready to go. Might even make a video on how to do the oil if I have all the supplies. I have no idea. I buy stuff and then I put it somewhere and then I forget where I put it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm just getting started with this new series, but it's just going to be coming at you guys pretty quickly, probably, because this summer, like I said, I'm a little bit behind on getting the bike ready for racing. So it's more or less going to be ready in a day or two. So I should be able to finish that off this weekend and then get ready for about 3 months worth of racing, which is going to be spread out quite a bit. So I'm going to try to do as many of those races as possible. So fingers crossed that that goes well. Alright guys, so that is it for me. I'm going to go and get some food. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button so that I know that it's working. And make sure you wash your hands. Working on the race bike is not clean work. If you guys have any comments or questions, make sure to leave those down below. If you guys have any requests, feel free to leave those down below as well. And as always, make sure to subscribe so that you guys are notified every time I post a new video. And it also lets me know that you guys are engaged and love the content, which definitely helps me out as well, because I know that you guys are interested in certain videos on this channel, and that's always a good thing. So that's it for me today, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.